let's talk about electoral impacts in and around where they're going to build the renewable energy world, right? Hunter Valley, hardcore Labor seats. They're going to put wind farms, but they'll be slightly further out. Goes from 10Ks to 24Ks. South Coast, hardcore Labor, New South Wales. Again, not 10 kilometres, 24 kilometres. Do you think there's going to be some surprises at the election, either about margins or maybe even results, when local communities, and the only person out there right now is the Nationals, saying, we get in power, this goes away?
I don't know. Maybe. I genuinely think, if we're talking about what's going on in the South Coast in Wollongong at the moment with the offshore wind, I genuinely think this is a much ado about nothing. And I guess we'll see, right? I think there's a lot of very active environmentalists from the hard left and the Greens who are very upset about migratory bird patterns and whales and blah, blah, blah. I think there's a bunch of people on the right who just say absolutely no to renewables, now, not ever. And they're meeting and they're having a little moment in the sun. I think the vast majority of people look at these things being, no bigger than a matchstick on the horizon, 20 kilometres out to sea, and they'll think, oh yeah, fine. If that's going to bring my power down, well, fine.
Now, Matt, obviously you're going to disagree, and you've got plenty of examples of what's happening in Queensland. Again, is this one of those things that is bubbling below the surface of everyone who gets paid to talk about politics for a living, and we're going to see some surprises here? I'm not suggesting they're about to go Liberal on the South Coast.
Look, it's definitely the most volatile issue in regional Australia. It generates the most heat from people. Sam's right to know it's always hard to know exactly what issue will change a vote, but I think Sam's just missed one particular constituency there, and you've probably seen bumper stickers like this over the years, but I fish and I vote.
Yes.
And one of the facts of these areas that I think everyone should understand is these big parts of the ocean that they shade off in the newspaper, you can't take a fishing boat in there. Like once they put up, it's not like you can navigate around the wind turbines. The whole area is excised from commercial and recreational fishing. And these coastal communities, a lot of people fish, and not just the commercial fishing industry, but then there's a lot of people that like to go and take their son or daughter out fishing at the weekend. They've got a boat, they've invested in that, they put their savings into it, and suddenly the government comes along and takes away some of the best of their fishing lands to excise for often an overseas investor to make a lot of money through government subsidies. That is going to generate a lot of heat. And so it will be very interesting. Now, a lot of these seats are very strong Labor seats, like those around Wollongong. So maybe that's not enough to see a change, but I definitely think there'll be a swing based on this issue.
Yeah, it certainly means, frankly, like the Teals, if you end up defending what you didn't think you'd have to defend as well as attack in an environment of 78 seats right now, and you're obviously 76 is that magic number. Every dollar you spend somewhere defending is something you're not spending attacking. It'll be fascinating to see. Can I put a little prediction here? The shooters, farmers and fishers, they'll end up coming out, and remember at the federal election, a federal by-election a couple of years ago in Eden Monaro, the former bellwether seat, their preferences went to Labor. So wait, watch and see whether those preferences move. If they do, it could have a result because their preferences decided that seat.